A very energetic morning to all my loving students. This is Alpna Shukla, and once again I welcome back to you all in science class. As we are learning about the natural resources, so under this today we are going to learn about water. So water, it is a wonderful liquid. A very large area of Earth's surface is covered with the water. Water is also found inside the earth. In the atmosphere as water vapor. The water in seas and oceans are saline. Fresh water is found in river, lake, ponds, and as ice and snow at the pole and mountain in the cold regions. Water is needed by the living organism because all the life process our cellular activities need water. So all the organisms need water to survive. The amount of water and other factors like the temperature and nature of soil decided the diversity of species and the number of individuals of each species in area. But nowadays, due to atmospheric condition, water pollution is there. So when the increases in the containment of harmful substance in water is called water pollution. Water pollution is caused by addition of harmful substances like fertilizers, pesticides from the farm, waste from the towns, cities and factories, harmful chemicals from the factories, diseases causing microorganisms, changes in the amount of oxygen dissolved in water or change in the temperature of water. Now soil. How soil form? So let's see formation of soil. Soil is formed by the breaking down of the rock on the surface of the earth by physical, chemical and biological processes. The sun heats the rock during the day and the rock expands at the night. The rock cool and the contact causes the rock to crack and the break into the small pieces. Water enters the cracks in the rocks, and when water forages, it expands and causes the crack in the rocks to widen and the break into the smaller pieces. The following water carries the rock pieces. These pieces rub against each other and become smaller and smaller particles. Strong wind also break the rocks into the small particles and carry it from one place to another. The roots of large tree grow into the cracks in the rock and break it into smaller pieces. Lichens which is grow on the rock produces some substance which cause the rock surface to putter and become a soil. So what are the composition of soil? Soil is a mixture of rock particles, decayed organisms called the humus, living organisms, minerals, air and water. The amount of mineral humus, air and water are the factor which decided the biodiversity in that area. And now soil pollution. The addition of harmful substance which is affected the fertility of the soil and kill the diversity of organisms living in it called the soil pollution. Soil pollution is caused by the excessive uses of fertilizers and pesticides. It kills the organisms like earthworm and the bacteria which make the soil rich in humus. The removal of useful compounds and addition of other harmful substances reduce the fertility of soil and causes the soil pollution. Now what is soil erosion? The carrying away of the soil from one place to another place by the following water and wind is called soil pollution or soil erosion. Large scale deforestation also causes the soil erosion. Soil erosion can reduce and prevent by the vegetative cover on the ground. Afforestation, construction of the wound, terraces, dam, etc. So there is a one activity by which effect of falling water on the topsoil. We can see take two trays of the same size and fill them with soil. Plant mustard or green grams in one of the tray. Water both the trays for a few days till. The first tray is covered with the plant grow and the tilt both of the trays at the same singles. Pour the equal amount of water gently on the both the tray and more soil is carried out of the tray which did not have the plant grow. This show that vegetative cover reduced soil erosion. Biochemical cycles. Biogeochemical cycles are the transfer of matter and energy between the biotic and abiotic component of the biosphere. The common biogeochemical cycles are the water cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle, and oxygen cycle. So today we are going to learn first about the water cycle. When water bodies are heated during the day, a large amount of water evaporate and rise up. And some water vapor also get into the atmosphere due to the biological activities like transpiration and respiration. As the water vapor arises, it cools and condenses to form a tiny droplets of water. This appear as a cloud. When the tiny droplets of water join together to form a bigger drop of water, they fall down as rain, snow, or hail. Some of these water enter the ground and form a groundwater. When water flow from the land to the sea, it carries many nutrients and the minerals which are used for the marine organism. You can see the picture of water cycle. And second, we have nitrogen cycle. The nitrogen in the atmosphere is fixed into the nitrogen compound in the soil of nitrogen fixing bacteria, in the root nodules to the luminous plants, and also during the lighting. The nitrogen compounds are taken by the plants and used to make protein. When the animals eats plant, they also get protein. When plants and animals die, bacteria convert the protein into nitrogen and compound like nitrates and the nitrates. Other bacteria convert these nitrogen compound back into the nitrogen in the atmosphere. And this nitrogen is a single gas that directly we cannot observe from the atmosphere. Nitrogen is an initial component of the biological molecules like protein, nucleic acid, and some vitamins. This is a nitrogen cycle. So that's all for today. You noted down this water cycle and nitrogen cycle in your copy. Thank you and have a nice day.